Okay, so the biggest thing right now is the Three of Swords, right? I think this is one of the only cards in here that really make me go, okay, we have some tough energy coming up. Otherwise, you're making whatever you guys have been thrown at you work for you, right? There's no doubt about that. Because how the Chariot is, this is someone that's holding on to the reins. It's controlling the horses that are being pulled. And then no, in the steampunk tarot, these are like gas or they're steam operated elephants that are pushing her chariot. But either way, you're still controlling the whole operation. You're still, making some great progress, even though you've been hit in a very difficult space. Okay, so the Three of Swords, yes, it does talk about pain. It can't talk about old issues or talk about issues from the past or pains from the past. This can also talk about triggers, something that's come back up. But I kind of get the sense that with the Three of Swords coming up like this, like some of you guys are looking at this as a healing opportunity. You guys have been healing. You notice that the situations are triggering some old memories. There's a part of your life that was very difficult for you to overcome, but you've overcome. And I feel like the situation is showing you not just how much you've grown, but maybe, to help resolve some other parts of that difficulty that may be lingering around. So you have the Wheel of Fortune. So there's another opportunity here, but I feel like there may be some things that, that are tied back to a difficult time in your life that also remind you, that is being brought up with this new opportunity. So I think there's great things coming in, but it's also a bit of healing that's required with this too, or may feel necessary. So in the past, you have the Knight of Cups. I think you guys definitely either extended some sort of offer, got back to, together with an ex. This is someone that and someone that you fell for, right? Someone that you feel deeply. Some of you guys, this may have been someone that you were quite obsessed with, or someone that was quite obsessed with you. Could it be either one? Now, the Knight of Cups can also indicate that there was a lot of inconsistencies, right? Maybe somebody said something, or maybe someone was feeling a certain way. Usually the Knight of Cups doesn't lie. This Knight is very consistent about telling the truth, but his actions may be doing something different. So some of you guys, you may have, fallen in love with someone that was maybe a bit more immature with their emotions, someone that may have extended their offer of love. This could also indicate too that this Knight of Cups could have been younger than you in some way, right? But I feel like this could also just indicate that you've gotten back together with an ex, or somebody came back in your life that you already knew. But now you live happily ever after. Look at that. You went from the Knight of Cups, someone that someone that you had to trust fully first, and someone you already knew, and you have a successful relationship there. This could also indicate that this is an emotional ending, but I kind of feel like this is a success. This is a happy relationship. Just by the way the external energy looks is the Queen of Pentacles. You're committed, you're solid, you're stable, you feel stable, and you're not letting go of this. You're not letting go of this anytime soon. This is someone that's in it to win it. And with the Ten of Cups, this is happy and joy shared with other people, right? It's really, really good. It's a very, very good card. It's a happily ever after card. Now, of course, the future is showing us the moon, which we don't necessarily have any idea what the future could lead. It's about really just enjoying what you have at this moment. Because I kind of feel like you guys are very much in a happy place, even though there's a lot of, old stuff that may be coming up, right? While things are great, what could come? It could come that you may have to face the Three of Swords that you're dealing with now, right? Maybe you're noticing some things are coming up. It feels like it'll intensify as time go on. Can you trust this person? Is this person really meaning this? Will this person change their mind like they did before? If they have, right? Will you change your mind? Will your focus of love be different? The moon is saying that there's no way to know, but there's a lot of dark or shadow work that may need to be done in order to see the potential future. And what does that mean? Like, for instance, the Three of Swords is one of those cards that indicate shadow work needs, or either shadow work needs to be done, or shadow work is the process of what's going on right now. And the moon and Three of Swords, there's some things hidden, or there's insecurities that are coming up that may be showing us a side of ourselves, or side of a situation that may or may not come true based off of how we move, how we react to the pain, how we react to the trigger, and so forth. So I feel like with the moon, honestly, there's nothing that we can do to figure out what could come, because the moon is not clear. There's no definite way to know. But that doesn't mean good things can't happen. It just will probably require a lot of continual work in regards to overcoming a lot of things that may feel you may feel uncertain about, things that you may not feel very confident in, and definitely things that make you feel like, you can't trust very well. Okay, you have to truly trust your intuition with this, and I think that may be one of the things too. Maybe at one point you just followed your heart, and you may feel like your heart let you down, but I feel like this is the moon here. Like the moon is telling you that any direction that you go in that you feel led to go is the right direction, because there is no right or wrong direction, right? So I kind of get this feeling that big things are coming in regarding looking at the shadow parts of ourselves, looking at the areas where we may not feel as secure, may not feel as safe, where we may feel the most fear, where we may feel like, things are not clear, and it's due to our own lack of trusting our intuition. Okay, now with the best path to follow coming up, you have the Six of Pentacles, and I kind of feel like this situation is really talking about how the dynamic in your relationship is. How is your relationship regarding giving and taking? Whether is someone expressing love? Are you guys spending a lot of time together? Is everybody helping each other out, doing each other favors? Do you feel like there's a balance in the relationship? And I feel like that balance, that give and take, is a really good way to figure out what is real and what may not be quite revealed. I kind of get the sense of the Six of Pentacles there, to indicate that as long as there is receptivity and and taking action and doing things, that's pretty much like all you need to know this person's invested in work, willing to commit, or showing that they are full in. Because I feel like with the Six of Pentacles, that's balancing, right? It's usually when that card comes up, there may be something that may not be balanced right now, but I kind of get the feeling that there may be already there's probably a good balance right now. It's just that you'll notice when something's off, when that balance is off. If you're working on that, if there's something that aren't balanced right in your relationship, that's the thing that perhaps needs more work, right? The things in your relationship that need to be tended to, so that no one feels left out, so no one feels like they're overextending or putting in too much work, or not even being met halfway. Okay, because how the Knight or the Queen of Pentacles is, I feel like this is you fully committed to the relationship. But concerning this external to the reading, which is really about, you and your love life, could be that this is someone in a showing commitment, showing willingness to work with you. Someone that sees the relationship as with great value and willing to cherish it, nurture it, and take, and to grow it as patient as they need. But they're also hard workers. The Queen of Pentacles is usually a card that is a person that really works very hard and very diligently. And as long as they still see value in the relationship. And I feel like this person that you're either interacting with or in love with or dealing with, or even yourself, you see great value in the relationship, and they're willing to work with you, or you're willing to work to make the relationship the best that it could possibly be. Now, for some of you guys, you may want to get married, okay? Let me jump it straight out into justice. Some of you guys may want to get married. I think a lot of you guys really want to just fix this balance situation. You want to have more consistency. Like I said, the Knight of Cups, he lacks in consistency here. This energy here is inconsistent. And I feel like even though things are wonderful now, that there may be like this feeling of, okay, things have been really honeymoon phasey and really romantic and really fairy tale like and very fantasy like, but is this going to fly? flip-flop? Is this going to change? Is it not going to be consistent? And I feel like as long as there is a routine, as long as there is a reciprocation, even on your part or on theirs, things can become more consistent, like the Queen of Pentacles is showing here. But I kind of get this feeling that this person is trying to be consistent, is trying to be, and it's all about, only time will tell whether this person is truly committed or that this person was fluffing you, like the Nine of Cups can sometimes indicate. So yeah, understandable. You guys want to unite, you want to work together. A lot of you guys really want to, you guys want to feel like you're in a relationship that's fair, not unfair. And I feel like for a lot of you guys too, you just want to fix this imbalance issue. You want to get more consistent, I think, the biggest thing. Now, with your outcome coming up as the Knight, Five of Wands, there may be some conflict coming up, but not bad conflict. I always see the Five of Wands as conflict that results to resolution. And I think that the conflict here, the turmoil, is unknown. Or it needs to be discussed. The inconsistencies, the confusion, that is probably what's going to be discussed and challenged here, not by their part on them, but on, for you. Like, you come to them like, hey, things have been very consistent. Things are a little confusing now. Some things were great in the beginning and I don't understand what happened. It just kind of, something happened, something changed, right? I feel like the Five of Wands may be brought up on your part, but at the same time, that doesn't mean that this person, if you've been the one that has, that was falling in love and is feeling the moment and kind of haven't been really consistent in regards to their view, they may come to you with this, okay? It doesn't mean that you're in the wrong. It doesn't mean that they're in the wrong. There's somebody's going to come to somebody to figure out what the actual conflict is, to just come up with some sort of resolution that works best for everybody. Because I kind of feel like the balance here is that somebody's giving to the relationship and someone isn't. And it's not because anybody's doing anything wrong. Someone is not playing with somebody's playing with somebody. I don't think anybody's playing any games. But I do feel like there may be some inconsistencies in regards to how someone feels, because it has something to do with committing to a relationship, may have to do with the work that may need to be done. Somebody may still be currently in a relationship. Somebody still may be married, okay? But, considering that justice is here with the hopes and fears, somebody may be wanting someone to get a divorce so that they can live their love life. But the situation is like, we won't know until time tells us. Free will is in place, so that means that whoever the party is, they have to kind of go through whatever their best guidance systems tells them to go, and then we can see what comes up. Otherwise, the moon's going to be there until time comes to show us what really is going on. But I feel like that's what the Five of Wands is. Could be conflict about what's confusing, what doesn't make sense, what's inconsistent. Right? And it could be that, you can confront Scorpio some insecurities that they're bringing up by their actions. Right? That's the Three of Swords. Maybe this is inner turmoil. This is about shadow work. Maybe you're fighting the feelings that may no longer be valid in your current situation, but do require love, patience, and healing. There's a lot going on. There's a lot going on. But you know what, Scorpio? I have to say, your reading has been the clearest out of everybody. So I 100% appreciate that. So let's see what you guys have to surrender to this week. When it comes to that, especially when it comes to that Five of Wands in your outcome. Surrender to the wisdom of your body. Listen to your body's messages about a person or situation. If you feel physically drained or uncomfortable, be cautious. If you are energized and happy, move forward. And that's all that the moon is saying there too. It's like to be cautious. It's definitely ideal to pretty much just listen to your intuition. It's going to come out in your body. If something's not going right, you can't fake it. The body is going to be like, hey, something's going on. Okay? So, let's go ahead and see what the wisdom of Whispers of Love has to say here. Okay. Wow. Consider your foundation. Okay, you are being asked to look at how committed you are to love. You're being asked to look at how committed you are to love.